Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this 3D wall extrude text thing you see on the screen right now. Very simple project in Fusion, for beginners probably, more so. Start out on the edit page, go open a media pool, right click, new Fusion, composition. Go ahead and leave it at 5 seconds. You can name it if you like, but you don't have to. I am on a 30 frame per second frame rate. I like to mention too that I use a handicap controller because I'm paralyzed. It's a sip and puff, and sometimes you can hear that in my tutorials. I can't help it. And I use an on-screen keyboard. And we'll go down to Fusion. Bring a background node down. Pipe it into the media out. Go to 2 viewers and put it in viewer 2. Take the alpha all the way down. Click away right about here. Go up here to the toolbar here and select the Shape 3D. A merge. A light. And a render. Go ahead and pipe the render into the background. Make sure the media out is in viewer 2. Now the shape, we're going to leave it right on plane. We're not going to change that. Put the merge in viewer 1. Make sure the shape node's selected. And in the inspector, under lock width and height, deselect that. On the width, put 3. And a height, put 1.75. Okay, it fits well. Now go to materials. We are going to make a macro at the end of this as well. Let's change it to an off-white, kind of a tan color. Select your render node. Change the render type from software to hardware. Select lighting as shadows. Now if you're looking at viewer 2, we have no light. So select the spotlight node. Go to transform. Use target, that way the light will point at the subject no matter where you move it to. Go up here under translation. Z-axis will move the light back. And now you'll see it in viewer 2. The y-axis will move it up. Go to controls. Open the cone angle all the way. Let's take the light intensity down to about 0.8. I want to get rid of this glare. Go back to the shape node. Under materials. Go down here to specular. And an intensity, bring that down. I'm going to leave mine towards just the light shows a little bit at the top. Okay. Turn your planar viewer 1 so you can see it by the side. Grab a 3D text node. Merge it into the shape. Put the text you're liking in the box. Go down here to extrusion. Take the excursion depth all the way up to 0.2. Excursion subdivisions all the way up. And smoothing angle all the way up. Deselect the back because you cannot see around the back of the text for any bevel. And on the bevel depth and width, go 0.01. Let's pick a color and you'll see the text is off center, it's too high. Go over here in the text box under the V anchor, select the center one. I recommend whenever you're going to make a macro to always stay with Open Sans text. If you put it in another computer that don't have whatever text you used, if you brought it in off the internet, it won't recognize any text at all. If you look real close at the shadows, it's got like jagged edges on it. Select the spotlight node in the inspector under shadows. Come down here to shadow map size. Move just a little bit to the right and it'll smooth it out. Okay, now we'll keyframe it to animate it. Go back to dual viewer. Select the text node. Under transform, we're going to use the z-axis under translation. We'll start at a minus 0.17. That leaves the text pretty flush. I want this to animate in 1 second, but I'm going to start it at frame 10. Set a keyframe. I'm moving to frame 40. That'll give me a 1 second time for that to move out. Then extrude it out to minus 0.03. Now we go to 110. If you have a different frame rate, you'll have to adjust accordingly. Set a keyframe. Go to frame 140. And take that back to minus 0.17. We'll give it a play and see how it looks. Now if you want more shadow, select the light node. Go to transform up here in the inspector under the Y, and go ahead and raise the light up a little bit. See how it looks. Okay, now we'll make the macro. You want to select these in whatever order you want it to be in the inspector later, like the text on top, and so on and so on. Hold down the control button. We'll go with the text first, that'll be on the top. We're going to add the shape because we want to be able to change the color of the background. And then spotlight. And hit A for all. Make sure the control button is still down. And deselect the media out. We do not want to include that. Right click any other node. Go up to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. I'm just going to leave mine 3D wall text tutorial in case I have one in there already. I'm going to go to the text. We can select that node. Over here to your right, select the text, and I have everything we need right there. So that'll tell you what you need to put in. On any text, you always have to select the style text. And then from font on down, is all right here. I don't add any of the H anchors. I don't use them. I add most of the V anchors. And depending on what I'm doing, I'm not going to do the write-on effect here or anything. Now we're to the extrusion. That's from here down. We do not need the back on this because you cannot see around the back of the text. That's for the bevel. Now we're on layout, so we'll select the layout tab. We're going to want the center, X and Y. Maybe include this one in case you want to turn the text like that. These other ones are useless for this, in my opinion. So go down to rotation, select the Z, now under transform, that's this one. Only thing here I'm going to add is the X and the Y in size. In case you want to do something like that. If you check any of these like I am, make sure you set them back to default settings. We don't have anything on shading on this one. We need at least one input and one output. Let's go to the shape node. Let's select it. Want to go into materials. Add the color down to the alpha and opacity. And we can add the intensity to the specular. This is if you want to add some sheen to that back wall. Now we'll go to spotlight. We can select it. Once again, you have everything over to the right in the inspector. We're going to use under translation X and Y to move the light up and down or left and right, so you can adjust your shading to your liking. So in front of the X, put in light. Make sure you select the use target. Under controls, enable, and intensity. Put a light in front of both of them. I don't see where you have to add any of the colors to the light, but you can if you'd like to. Select the cone angle, penumbra angle. There we have an output and a scene input. That should do it. Anything that's already red just indicates that something's checked in it. And our output is. Okay, now we go up to the top of the file. If you save it as save as, it will be sealed. You won't be able to open it in Fusion. If you save it as group, then you can open it in Fusion whenever you want to use it. Saved it in a folder. If you don't have a folder made up, make one. And we'll close the macro. Go up to the top under Effects, Template, Edit, Titles, and you can put it right with other titles, but I have a folder for this. Right click and Show Folder. I'm just going to simply copy and paste it in the other folder. I'll go to the edit page and find it. I'm going to have to shut Resolve down, start it back up. It's not recognizing it. Be right back. I'm back, and here's the one we're looking for. Okay. If you look over to the right, you'll see we have everything we chose in the macro. And the light for the shadows. Light intensity. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.